Hello, everybody. Ray, Dewey, and Tom here. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
What's up?
And we just got done watching the PlayStation 2013 meetup where they did, in fact, release or at least unveil the PlayStation 4.
Oh, yes.
What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking?
Some good games, some mediocre games, some why did you do that Blizzard
Ooh.
games.
Indeed.
Dewey, Tom was heartbroken during the Blizzard thing.
I
But
was
yeah.
so angry. I was so angry. Blizzard, your first game that you're going to put on consoles is also the worst game you've also ever put out? Are you kidding me, Blizzard?
It was so entertaining to watch Twitter just blow up like, oh my god, Blizzard, they're gonna have some new IP, and then just they announce Diablo. They're like, what the fuck, Blizzard? What the fuck?
Seriously. I literally said, both of these guys can attest to this. As it was saying, like, as Blizzard was coming on, I was like, guys, I have never been so excited for an announcement in my life. I've never been watching an event and been this excited. And as soon as the Diablo music started playing, I was like, you pieces of utter trash. You filth, Blizzard. I was angry. And I still kind of am.
He was. It was.
So before we hold on to it, before we let Tom and go on any more rants about Blizzard, I want to get one piece of information out there. We don't have a price for the PlayStation 4.
No,
We
haven't.
we don't even know what the thing looks like yet. What we do have is a holiday 2013 release date. They didn't talk about that at all. It was just a quick flash on a screen at the very end.
I think I accidentally tweeted holiday 2014.
It's not 2014.
Whoops.
It's the end of this year. You're going to have a PlayStation 4 in your living room
If you want it.
if it's not super expensive. We don't
Or
even
if
know
it's
the price
sold
of
out.
It could be sold out as well. I'll probably be buying at least 5 of them. So
Yeah, so watch out for that. If you live near Raymond, there's not really going to be PlayStations around you.
If you
The
see
man is going
Raymond
to
in the front of the
skyrocket.
line and waiting for the release date, just leave. Nobody else behind him is gonna get one.
yeah, basically. But yeah, as you was talking for a brief moment there about the games that they showed, and most of them looked really stellar.
Graphically.
Graphically, my personal favorite is the infamous Second Son game,
very much so.
or some people might already be calling it Infamous 3. I'm not sure. I don't think you want to call it that.
A bold
but
move.
it's going to be a new game in the Infamous franchise. I think it might concern around one character. We don't know any details, but from what it looks like, it's going to concern around one character who has control of fire. So Infamous 1 and 2, you had electricity. Infamous Second Son, fire. And it just looks awesome.
I guess something to note about that is that what they did here is they extended that series basically for as long as they want. Because now they can go into water or whatever, all the other different elements, that kind of stuff, and really expand the series a lot. So, I don't know. I haven't played a lot of Infamous, but the little I have, I've really liked. Really liked.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure I played like 3 hours of the demo at Raymond's house, so, yeah.
I've not
job.
played any Infamous at all, so I think
Oh,
Raymond
Tom.
was actually a little bit on his own on this one in terms of excitement level.
I'm hurt.
I'm
The
very much
pain
excited for it. It
emanating
looked
from
like
me
a fun game.
is just
Looked like a fun
too much to
cinematic.
handle, Tom. I
So
don't
that-
know how I feel betrayed, Tom.
That was your number one?
Yeah, that was my number one.
My number one, you guys control me about this if you want in the comments, but
I
it's
will.
Deep Down.
Deep down.
My number one was Capcom's new game that looks like a
Oh.
Dark Souls ripoff, only all that they did is they took a cinematic and they threw a UI in the bottom of it. It's so obviously not gameplay, it's ridiculous. Some of it could have slightly been gameplay-ish, but then they threw like slow-mo in there that you're not going to have in the game most likely.
Right.
But that's my go-to. Deep Down. Deep
Weird
Down
camera
actually
angles.
Deep
was the
down.
most
stuff,
exciting
but-
because it had a dragon.
Right.
I called that as soon as that fire came on some night. I'm like, it's a dragon, and it was. I called it.
It wasn't a bonfire.
I don't.
And
I don't
apparently
know.
you can pussy out and call in your friends when you're pinned down by
Man,
dragon fire.
So that's I'm gonna let you talk about what your favorite game was in a second, if you have one. But that's one of the things about the PlayStation 4 that I find really cool, is that when you're playing a game and you get to a spot that you just can't figure out or you just can't beat, online I can say, Tom, you're in Maryland, I'm here in Minnesota. I can say, hey Tom, can you beat this part for me? I just can't figure it out. And you, from your living room, can just pick up your controller and be playing my game, and you can beat apart for me, and then swap the controller back over to me, and I'll take it from there.
Yeah, that's seriously
an awesome
cool.
feature. I'm assuming it's all going to be in control of the person whose game it is. Like, if I give you the controller at any time, I want the controller back. I'm assuming I'm going to have that power.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Because they're not just going to be like, well, here, Tom, beat this for me, and then Tom continues to beat the rest of the game while I'm just there screaming at him.
You can no longer turn off the PlayStation. You unplug it and it just keeps going.
It just keeps going. Online servers, man, it's crazy. Dewey?
I'm so worried about obviously there should be some way to disable notifications, but in our case, when we play games, and a lot of the times our friends list kind of tend to be filled with our fans.
Very full of you guys.
You guys love us. We love you too.
And the amount of spam that'll come on walkthroughs, like, oh man, I wish I had a health potion. All of a sudden you have 20. Okay.
Just bombarded with
Our
health
walkthrough is
potions.
basically that whenever things get difficult, you just ask your walkthrough viewers.
We're gonna have to
stuff.
basically play the PlayStation 4 offline all the time.
That's basically, yeah, probably. I tend to have to lock down my stuff pretty hard. I'm sorry if you have sent me a friend request and I have not responded. It's just simply that I wouldn't have room for my friends if I friended all of you guys.
You won't even be my friend on PlayStation, so...
That might be true. I just have that locked down completely. If someone sends me a message, I don't even get it. But this isn't about how I use Xbox Live. This is about the PlayStation 4.
Right.
My favorite game that came from it is... it's probably going to be Destiny, but not because of the show itself. If it was because of the show itself, I was very impressed once again by Watch Dogs. It's hard not to be impressed by that game. I'm so impressed, I'm skeptical about it.
Dewey doesn't know if it's real or not.
Yeah,
Dewey could be dreaming whenever he watches Watch Dogs.
It looks really good.
From the amount of games that we've played and just how that gameplay is going to come together is going to be very interesting to see. From the show, it'd probably be Watch Dogs. Other than that, though, I'm just really looking forward to Destiny, period. So
Dewey's a Destiny guy. Cheating, having 2 games to pick from, Dewey, but we're okay.
Cheater.
It's gonna be okay. Cheater. Another thing that happened during this press conference is they didn't unveil the hardware for the PS3. They did show off the PlayStation 4's controller. The final specs of the controller, I'm not sure, are confirmed. I don't know if that is the final build, but it looks like it. It's somewhat different from the leaked images you have seen earlier on. It's very similar to that. The nubs are pretty much perfect, as you've seen in the images from the past week or so. The only big difference I noticed is the motion control sensor. The one that's... I'll just grab my DualShock 3 real quick. The motion control sensor that's up here now looks a little more streamlined. It doesn't look like a prototype anymore. It looks, production line.
It's a good way to put it, yes.
PlayStation 4. And I think it looks good. I can't wait to get that thing in my hands and see what that feels like. They also talked about not only will it have PlayStation Move with 2 cameras, similar to the Kinect, but it's also going to have better rumble functionality. And they didn't talk about that for very long.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was interesting, and I'm interested to see where that's going to go and how it's going to improve on the current rumble functionality in the DualShock.
Layer 2.
So
I talked a lot. Go ahead.
I was uploading a lot of videos, so I didn't actually get to watch everything too in depth. Was anything showed off that actually uses that touchpad on the controller?
I didn't see anything on the touchpad.
The closest would be probably the media molecule thing.
Yeah, but they were all using the
media,
Move glow
media
sticks,
molecule
right?
had Move. Yeah, that's what was going on with that.
Snow cone.
And that game still looks interesting. If you guys haven't checked out our video on that, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, that's
video
pretty
up.
crazy.
I don't think we have a video up of that.
We don't have a video up of that?
We may have
we'll
one.
We'll see what we can do.
I don't think we do right now, but maybe by the time the
Okay.
video goes live, we might. Now that we mentioned it.
But there was nothing done on the control pad of the PlayStation 4 controller. I'm assuming it's just going to be a DualShock 4, so I'm going to call it that from now on. So the DualShock 4 didn't have any gameplay being shown on that. What it was saying is that because that gamepad is there, and your ability to play games remotely on your PlayStation Vita seamlessly, no waiting around like there is on the PlayStation 3, it's all going to be completely seamless. That touchpad, I'm assuming, is going to be there so that there's some sort of interconnectivity between the Vita's touchpad and the DualShock touchpad as far as gameplay mechanics are concerned.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And, you know, if there's something cool that developers can do with a touchpad, then that's cool, you know, on the DualShock.
So, anything else on that topic?
The share button I want to talk about.
That's what I was going to get at, actually.
Okay, yeah, the share button on that thing.
Yeah, the walkthrough space is about to get a lot more competitive.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, it is just a very rudimentary share option. You hit the button on your share, it pauses your game, you can go back a couple of minutes, choose what portion of the gameplay that you want to share.
So highlights. There's going to be a lot of highlight videos.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of highlight videos. I don't think that people are going to be making full game walkthroughs with it.
You'll get very similar to what you got from Halo and Halo 4 and that kind of stuff with all the functionality out of that.
And
I think that's exactly what people should expect.
Which isn't a bad thing. I mean,
but it's all through Ustream.
But it's all through it's through Ustream.
By the way, if you guys had any problem with the video quality of any of our videos, that's the quality that the live stream was. That's the best we could get. We had 3 people with very competent internet connections all watching that live stream, and we uploaded the best one that we had each time. And so that's, I mean, if I was launching a new console and I wanted to showcase the brilliant graphics, I probably wouldn't do it as a live stream. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Maybe not.
But, yeah, so share button, new controller. We've got our favorite games out there.
We did. I was going to mention that while people might not be doing full walkthroughs from their PlayStation 4 directly, there is an option for all you have to do is like hit maybe 2 buttons and you're instantly live streaming onto Ustream. If we can continue the Ustream thread for just a little moment.
Sure.
And you can invite whoever you want into your live stream on Ustream. You can... I'm assuming you can make it public so that anybody can watch, and that it is simple. It is amazing that just with the click of a button, anybody's going to be able to watch you play a game, and that's huge for live streamers. And as we all know, live streaming is more and more becoming more prevalent to the gaming media as far as the internet's concerned.
It's really interesting because, like, so that when you look at the big programs for streaming right now, it's pretty much Twitch and then YouTube that's out there.
Ustream is making a push.
And I guess Justin, but that's like Twitch too.
Yeah.
It's good to have these other programs like Ustream. I know that somebody, like coming from me, I watch a ton of live streams, like probably more than everyone in Media Cows combined. And actually, I'm pretty sure that's easily the case.
That's probably just more than me, since I don't think Zach or Ray watch any live streams.
I don't.
But
sorry.
I know Riot experimented with Ustream for the NA regionals, and it did not go over well. Like the VODs of all the matches and stuff are just really hard to watch, and it was just it was like a pain in the ass, and so Riot went away from them. So I'm hoping that maybe with Sony's investment into Ustream, that'll improve things and not be the kind of quality that I know it as right now. So
hopefully.
Dewey's a very, very skeptical person when it comes to Ustream.
Apparently.
I like my live streams, and I want to make sure they're good.
Skeptical in general, in fact, Dewey. Skeptical about Watch Dogs, skeptical about Ustream.
I mean,
Dewey's skeptical there is a PlayStation 4. I mean, they didn't show a PlayStation 4, so how do we know there's going to be
They're
one?
all just PCs in the background.
That's all we've got for our PlayStation 4 discussion. Look forward to a lot more videos concerning the PlayStation 4 coming up within the next couple of weeks, next couple of months even. I know E3 is coming up soon, and we're going to be covering that as well. So if you guys want more information on the PlayStation 4 and all of its games, stay right here on the Media Cows, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Like these videos if you like them, and we'll give you more of them. Wave goodbye, people.
Bye.
You're not my master, son.